Welcome to the Late2Chess podcast. Who else is hosting, Doctor?
Pop.
That's right. He didn't blow it once. He blew it twice.
Twice.
That wasn't what you meant by Dr. Pop, was it?
No, but it can mean that too.
That's fine. That's fine. You know, I'm still proud to call you the co-host of the podcast on chess that has the lowest rated hosts that we know of.
That's right. We are living up to those expectations.
That's right. That's right. If we have anything to say about it, we may not be the lowest rated hosts after a while, but right now I think we are. But we're working on it. We're doing okay.
Did you see all the comments from the Discord?
There's this
you
voice.
Posted.
There's this voice. We have a guest.
We have a guest
who can't wait.
Just jumping right in.
That's right.
Well, I went over to the Discord and I saw where you had mentioned that Jesse was on, and I looked at all the happy little emojis around it.
Okay. And that guest would be
the ghost of Christmas past.
The impatient guest that we've ever had. The infamous, famous dojo renowned member known as LadyBug. Welcome to the podcast, LadyBug.
Welcome to the podcast.
Okay.
Been watching every one of you, one of them.
I know. Well, you're famous in the dojo for being a glutton for punishment, and that would be it.
For sure.
So, LadyBug.
Well, I had this figured out, and I told that to your wife. I said, you are the main instigator. Dr. Pop is your person that makes it happen. He's your enforcer. And I'm just the comic relief.
He handles the heavy work.
Yeah. I have a former life. I can do it.
That's right. He knows it. He knows a guy. He might be the guy. You never know.
Yeah.
Well, you remember my husband worked in a prison. I got a lot of friends in low places.
There we go.
Then you're perfect for this podcast.
That's right. Speaking of low place, no, that's not the intro. LadyBug.
Well, yes, I do end up using it on the bottom of stuff.
Well, that's okay.
Especially tournaments.
LadyBug, what's your chess history? What do you think?
My father played when I was a kid.
So was that Daddy Bug? Daddy Bug?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, I thought it was kind of funny, but okay. So go ahead.
And I was intrigued by it. And when he had people over at our house to play, if I promised to be very quiet, they would let me watch them play chess.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I learned how pieces moved and some other stuff, but I couldn't talk. But I did learn how to notate in the English format.
Ah, the one that I can't read. Okay.
Yeah, the one you can't read, I can read very well.
All right. So non-chess related topic. Was that the last time you weren't allowed to talk? Because we haven't succeeded in any of that in any of the groups we've been in. I'm just curious. Was that it? Was that the last time?
Well, I have been told that since then I've been vaccinated with a Victrola needle.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anybody under like 40 is going to have to look that one up on Google, but that's okay. So you played chess when you were younger, then you took a break?
I guess I was in high school and some of my friends started to play chess, and there was a chess club in my hometown, and we would be there all the time playing during that time. So I played with them. And when I went into college, I played in college. And then I got out of college and life happened.
And just went away?
The guy I happened to marry wanted nothing to do with it. And he was a motorhead like somebody else I know.
No idea who that could be.
Me neither.
So for over 50 years, my chess stuff got dust and cobwebs on them.
Mm-hmm. That sounds familiar, Doctor.
Yes, very. So how did you come back to it?
My neighbors who were helping me, because I had physically have some problems doing things. So I had a chessboard when they helped me do some spring cleaning. And their one son was really getting into it, and he asked would I play chess with him because he
Hmm.
played with his dad and such. I said, sure. He came over and he didn't like it because he played this kind of really fast, what I now know is now bullet. And I said, I can't do that because the one time he yelled at me because it took me 10 minutes to make one move.
Hmm.
So I found a chess club in our area, and I said, well, I'll take you there, and you probably get the kind of people you want to play with.
Hmm. Was he there the
Very
day I
nice.
was there, or no?
Oh, no, he only went one time, and that time there was a tournament going on.
Hmm.
And he just decided that wasn't for him because he wasn't into all of that. And I said, okay, because I told him, I said I'd buy the USCF membership and whatever he needed for the tournament, but he said no.
So he's just into
And
the fast time
well,
control.
he knows about duck chess and he knows about uh, bug house chess, and they have a board for four people at once.
Hmm. Yeah, I saw that. That's way too complicated for me.
Well, anyhow, he's into all of that. But that's what got me back into chess. After I played him and I went to the club, I remembered the fun I had when I played chess.
Hmm.
So went back and no, guess they expect me not to ever show up again because it seemed like all ladies, even since I've been there, show maybe one or two, three times at the most and then drop out. And I just kept going.
Well, I mean, you hang out with us, so how smart can you be?
Mm.
True.
I'm not even
But
going to
the
touch that.
Nope.
You
Better
met
not
my
to.
club members. I think they're very nice
They are.
and they do care for me this week when we were at the tournament. I got I had a text for me when I got home saying, "We missed you. Where were you?"
Nice.
They were probably looking out for you with the weather we've been having.
Yes, they have
Mm.
been.
Hmm.
And
So
you,
go ahead. Go ahead, Ladybug. Um,
so
I was going to say, so chess, I mean, we talk a lot about chess, the playing of chess, the improvement aspect of chess, but chess has also brought a positive social aspect to your life.
oh, a big one.
Yeah.
When I came back, I was coming out of a deep depression from my husband being lost to cancer after being in hospice, and I was really in a sad shape. And it
Hmm.
just got me out to be with people. And then Bill came and decided I had to be more than I ever thought I would be.
Well, I
He, he
mean,
he is that way.
you should aim higher. So I'm guilty on that one. It's okay.
So that's my chess history. And as you know now from playing in the dojo and being in the dojo with me, I don't catch on very quickly.
But you can quote principles like they're going out of style.
Yep. Like there's a string of some sort attached to you.
Hmm.
Yep,
Can I ask one more question? So, how did you get to the dojo? Was it Bill or?
it was Bill. I told him we were playing in the beginning, and I really think in the beginning, Bill and I were kind of close. He might have been somewhat a little better than me, but I think we were very close, not like it is now. And he was telling me about how he found that the dojo helped him. And I thought about it and wrote back and said, I'm retired, so I got to be careful with my pennies. And wrote him back about a day or so later and said, I joined the dojo. And he went off on a text that was like, woohoo, wow, wee, welcome to the dojo.
That's right.
Very nice, very
That's what.
nice.
And now she screams it in the face of anybody she beats.
That's right. Welcome to the dojo. Though I have to say, if I could just see a picture or a video of Bill saying "wee," I would pay. For anybody listening too who might know this, I would pay serious money for that.
Well, I eliminated
Yeah.
all the negatives.
Then
Okay.
he wanted me to go to Myerstown this one time.
Did you go to Myerstown first or Allentown? Which one was it? I can't remember.
I went to Allentown first.
That's
That
right.
was the one that you made sure that I had
Yes.
everything and everything was right. And
I am the chef, and I mean, I am the chess ambassador.
yes, you are. You told me that, and you definitely were. It was the second game, the second time I went after I was in the hospital for a while there and scared most people out of their Google Word.
Hmm.
And you asked me to go to Myerstown and couldn't understand why I said, would I need a room? Will I need this or will I need that? Because you thought Myerstown was where my club was.
I was very confused. I am not fully literate in all the geography of Pennsylvania. And in case you're not from Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania is pretty big. It's not like Texas big. It's pretty big.
Bigger than
Long.
Rhode Island.
Yeah, we got a
That's
lot of
not,
Rhode Islands.
I was gonna say that's not saying much, but yeah.
Yeah,
So
Rhode Island's
when
part
I
of
was
three.
so when I was trying to get to Myerstown, my son gave me Google Maps, and Google Maps had me heading to Philly, and I was nearly in Philly when I called Bill.
Yeah,
And I
you
said,
made that 1 hour trip into a 5 hour.
Wow.
It was like Gilligan's Island for her getting to Myerstown. It was a
but
Right.
three
then
hour
he
tour. I'm like,
and
where
then he
are
gave me
you?
this wonderful app that just never sent me the wrong way, especially in the middle of the night when I can't see and I'm not supposed to be driving. And turn around, turn around. And I'm
And
up there, I'm in the middle of cornfields. I'm afraid I'm going to go in a ditch.
let's be fair. For you to get lost using the electronic app, it may not be the app's fault. Let's just say that. We don't want to besmirch any potential map program, but that's okay. What do you got there?
No, no
Yes, thanks
besmirching.
to you. What was that, Pop Pop?
No, no besmirching. I said
No,
no
no besmirching.
besmirching.
No. So Anne Marie, you played those two tournaments. How did they go? How did you enjoy them? Was it fun? Did you feel out of place? Did you? Because a lot of people, I think, listen to the podcast and perhaps are they don't know what to expect. They're maybe intimidated. They may have this, the fear of the unknown. They're members of a motorcycle club, but they're kind of scared of chess players. So whatever. So what was your impression? After a fairly
The
large
first
gap.
time I tried to keep myself together, you were there,
Hmm.
ready to pounce on me if I started to go crazy.
Yep.
And it was very, inside of me, I was very shaky. I might not have looked it on the outside, but the inside I was shaky.
Oh, stop.
Until,
You're not that subtle.
didn't say I was, but
No, no.
okay, now I know how bad.
Yeah.
Until I sat down on the board and we made the first move, and everything was like calm inside. I just watched the board and played my game.
Hmm. That's right.
And that was fine. Myerstown was the same way, the same as this weekend when we were together. If you remember in the beginning, I could not settle me before
Yes,
we started.
I do remember.
I just could not settle. I could not calm down. But as soon as they put me on that board and we made our first move, I was fine.
Hmm. Yeah.
Explain it to me, boss.
You worry too much. You're in your own head. You let
Nobody
other
else
you
wants to be there.
you let other people have rent-free access to your head, and you worry about what they think. Screw them. Don't worry about them.
You get in my head every so often.
Well, I didn't say you let good people in your head. I just said you have people in there. You gotta upgrade your the clientele of your brain. Just you have reached a certain period of your life where if somebody likes what you do, cool. If somebody doesn't like what you do, tell them to go take a long walk. Short pier. You know?
Well, they won't have to put up with me that long if they don't like me. I
No.
think I'm the oldest one in our group in Morphe.
Yeah, the
When
Morphe
I
team.
checked the dojo, there's only two people in the club I could join by age.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. It's all right. You make up for it with intensity and love for the game. So
And humor.
And humor. Yeah. I mean, you put up with the two of us, so you got to get some combat pay from it.
Exactly.
Well, as I said, I'm your comic relief.
True.
And we
Some,
need it.
yeah,
We need it.
yeah. Some days more than others, for sure. So, do you have anyone that you play like or wish you played like, chess wise?
Never thought about it.
Okay, so I'll take that as a no. All right, that was a long question with no answer.
I just play like me.
All
I look
right,
for the moves that I think are going to win and usually don't make it there.
no, it's okay. It's okay. Um, how about bucket items, bucket list items? You got any of those that you're thinking about? Like something that you'd be like, it'd be cool if I did this.
You know my bucket item, and it's only one.
Pretend it's a podcast and they don't know though. Shh.
I never had a bucket list before,
Yeah.
but after being in the dojo and falling in like with my sensei, because he's so good to me, like you two, but I get to see you two, but I never met him in person. So I said I'd like to go to the Baltimore Open and just be there and to meet Jesse. Anything else is beyond that.
Sounds like a plan. Doctor, you in?
For those, I think I am. For those listening, that's Jesse Cry, GM Jesse Cry from Maryland, and Sensei, one of the senseis in the dojo, and I can say that he's our favorite sensei.
And
Oh, we never had any other senseis.
not yet.
Now, Ladybug, don't say.
Shh,
Come on
don't
now,
ruin it. Don't ruin it. Then
don't ruin Jesse's special feeling.
you forgot Jesse's number one first line item on his bio.
Is
Former podcast guest of the Late2Chess podcast.
Thank you.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. He
It's
might.
even before GM. It's right
That's right.
before that.
He might retire. He
He
just might
might.
retire
He might. You know.
and do free lessons.
That's
Who
right. His
knows?
his bucket is fulfilled. It's all done.
That's right.
I think it's be on our podcast and win the senior national. I think those are the two bucket list items he had, and one of them's done.
Right. I have two questions, Ladybug. One, what is, and I'm talking specifically about the game of chess, not the social interactions or anything like that. What's your favorite thing about playing chess?
The mental exercise of looking at the board and thinking about the position and how can I make it better for me and worse for my opponent, as you know from after playing West Virginia with me.
Right. And okay, what is the hardest thing what do you struggle with the most while you're playing, not practicing, but while you're actually at the board? What do you struggle with the most?
Something that Jesse would call grip. I get
Mm,
so focused on one part of the board, and when I'm planning, I forget that there's other pieces and other places, and that gets me in a lot of trouble.
yeah, I feel you. I think that's I have that same issue.
Well,
Yeah,
luckily for both of you, the next dojo class is board grip.
that's right.
I know. I sang the
Very,
Hallelujah chorus when I heard that one.
right. Me too. Right. Okay.
So Anne Marie, we wanted to get you on because you had played in a recent tournament, and we wanted to hear all about it. And then you went and played another recent tournament, so we got to do two tournament breakdowns, two breaking news, two
Oh,
tournaments.
but you were in the second one with me.
That's fine. We want to know about you.
Different table, but
Different table, different group. It's okay. So what was the one after we played? Because all three of us played in the what was that? The West Virginia Open,
yeah,
Senior Open.
Senior Open.
yeah.
Yeah, we all played there because we're not bragging, but we got senior covered. And
Yeah.
and then you went and played another tournament. I believe it was 2 weeks ago, maybe. And where was it, and how did that go?
It was Myerstown
Mm-hmm.
on Saturday.
Not yesterday. 2 weeks ago. Was that at Myerstown too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're a
In fact,
regular now.
in fact, I even asked if you were going to play, and you said you couldn't
I
because of
could
your
not.
son's birthday.
Yes, I was Family does get in the way of some chess fun. Not all chess fun, but some chess fun. It's okay.
So tell us about that tournament.
The best part of that tournament is the director, Michael, remembered me. And I was absolutely shocked that he remembered me. And other people there that I had played remembered me. I just thought I was, a little phantom running around in there. So I was absolutely flabbergasted.
Well, you called me up and you were feeling all happy about yourself because they were making fun of you. And I was like, listen, if you need somebody to make fun of you, I can do that. I mean, we don't have to go anywhere for that. But
Right?
doctor is more than happy to come on in.
Well, after you two got me broken in, I just felt at home when they did it.
See,
Very nice.
see.
Well, so who is your first? How many games did you play in that tournament?
Um, there were 4 games and I played 3.
Okay. So
And then,
it wasn't a quad. It was like a Swiss, I think.
yes, it was a Swiss.
Yeah.
And I told the tournament director, Michael, when I got there that he knows, I think you had said something the first time you brought me in that I probably can't stay that late because I'm not allowed to drive at night. So I'll have to leave before it gets dark or by the time I
Mm,
get home.
Right.
right,
Well, safety first.
right. So tell
Yeah,
us about your first game.
I can't remember it.
Yeah. Tell us about all the games as total then. How'd it go?
It went, I thought the first game I played well.
Good.
I played above my head again,
Hmm.
but I thought I played well. And the gentleman I played felt that for my for where I'm rated, I played above what he thought I would do. And because afterwards we had a post-mortem together, not a long one like Pop and I get a hold of when we play each other, but a nice one that gave me some good handles for looking at it, my annotation.
Hmm.
The second game I was thrilled with because I got a draw.
Well, really?
And I,
How were they? Were they new to chess? Were they rated? Were they?
oh, they were rated, but he was having a really horrible day. One of the people that we both knew was telling me that he was having a bad day, and I just made it worse.
Hmm? Well, that's kind of your job as an opponent. So,
Yeah, well, he also showed I was so proud of getting a draw until he came over and said, "Watch this," and he across the board, getting it to a certain spot. He goes, "Now you're thrilled with the draw, but watch this," and he takes my queen, plots it over onto his castle, and said, "Checkmate." I missed a mate and one.
well, I mean, if you wanted to be kind of snarky, I mean, far be it from me to ever do that. Somebody, but well, I'm glad you saw ways that I could win, but you didn't see any ways that you could win, and just walk away.
No, why? It
or
was
or scream at him, just grab the king and slam it on the table. Go, welcome to the dojo. Either one of those. I mean, I'm not a doctor to
but he wasn't
prescribe
my
that.
opponent. That
Oh, he
was
wasn't.
it was
Oh,
somebody who knew us, and
I just saw the game.
and after that, I did come out with a way to get a perpetual check.
Uh-huh.
And after I found the perpetual check and went check the first time, I asked him if he would accept a draw, and he says no. And I said, okay, I'll play it out. And after he saw like it happened the third time, he goes, "You checked me the same way 3 times." I said, "Yeah, I knew it was a draw. That's why I asked."
Yeah. It's okay. Some people don't want to take checks. I mean, don't want to take draws or
True.
resign.
With my level, you just play on because heaven knows I can blunder and lose it.
Yeah. Well, what was the one thing I told you when we first started? Two things. Do you remember?
Nope.
Try your best.
Yes.
Never resign. You're failing
Pop
on
pop.
one. You're
Don't
failing
hear
on one
that.
of those. You're failing on one of those. I must say. That's okay.
Pop was and was not happy with me because last week I resigned on him very quickly.
Yeah. Well, it's sometimes it's hard to get everything together. When we finally get to play chess, we want to play chess.
But I
So
did tell him I'd play another game, and I gave him a decent game then.
there you go.
Yes, you saved yourself with that move. Very good. Very good.
We just want to play.
What move? Oh,
Playing a
asking for
second game.
same. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
think about the first game. How much of a chance did I have after you got into that trap? It led to a queen fork.
Well, you never know because, like you, I have a tendency to blunder the easy stuff.
No, not that much anymore, Pop Pop.
He's getting better. That's okay.
No,
Well,
leaps and bounds.
I'm
And
just glad. I'm just glad we got to play a second game because it was fun to play.
yeah, and I enjoyed the second game. I thought it was a good game, and I was happy with the way I played.
Yeah, you were great. It was great.
No,
Great,
you
And
great.
then yeah, on yesterday when I had my last game, that dumb trap, I fell into it again.
well, if at first you don't succeed, try again.
First, you don't succeed. Look for somebody who plays that kind of opening and say, okay, what am I supposed to do? Because I thought I was playing pretty good moves.
Well, you can always play
Uh,
against a computer.
Pop pop.
I'll tell you how to get out of it another time. I'll tell you.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's above most of I know if I wouldn't be able to understand it without the pieces in front of me, we probably should skip it until we start
Yeah,
getting those video podcasts out with the board, which I haven't figured out yet. If anybody knows how to do a podcast with a video component that has the board, late2chess@gmail.com. And the two is a number because we wanted to be one of the cool kids.
right.
So So you played in a tournament at Myerstown a couple weeks back, and
Mhm.
out of 4 games, you got 2 draws. So that's got to be good.
I didn't get two draw unless he gave me a draw for the
Your
buy.
your buy is a draw.
Well, and I still lost a whole point.
Well, TBD. We got to see when it posts.
Well, it
And
did post. You
oh,
said I
did it?
went
That's right.
from
That's right. It did
you said
post
I
that
went
one.
from 17 to 16.
Yeah, that one posted. So you're 316 now. Yep.
I thought I'd stayed the same because I had the draw.
Yeah. Well, you never know. Elo is a mystical lady who calculates with
Yeah.
voodoo math, as Doctor would
Mhm.
say.
And then
Well,
yesterday, my first game, I really, really had a good time playing my first game.
Did you?
It
How'd
went
that
all
go?
the way. Oh, I lost it.
Oh, that's fine. Did you have a good game though?
I had a very good game. The guy was unrated, but he played to me well.
Good.
And we
Did you feel
got
like you
down.
belonged in the game? Like, did you feel like he was a plus or minus similar, or was he better?
I thought he was similar.
Okay, cool.
He thought he was better.
Yeah, well,
That's
everybody
okay.
does.
You know what? I don't care. But I got down. I lost a pawn in the beginning of the middle game. And what happened? I lost by one pawn.
Ah, it's terrible.
I kept telling you when you met me, it only takes one pawn.
I've heard. Sigh. Heavy, heavy sigh. Okay, so then you had one more game that day, and how'd that
No.
one go?
Oh, the last game, I just totally went crazy. My mind went to oatmeal, certified oatmeal.
Hmm.
Cut off the top of my head, put some milk sugar. You got yourself a good breakfast. But I just couldn't. I wouldn't be able to find my way out of a paper bag that at that point.
I always feel good about you driving home from a tournament when you're saying that, but go on.
I mean, literally, the
I,
game
I
was completely out of my hand.
what I guess what about the game was out of your hand? Like
Usually, when
what
I
aspect?
play, usually when I play a game, I have an idea what I want to do. Pop Pop keeps asking me, "Do you have an idea? Do you have a plan?" And usually, I can tell him truthfully, "Yes, I have an idea what I want to do, where I want to go." But all of a sudden, I got to this point, and it was like, now, did Bill say he liked when in this position, if the knight took the bishop or the bishop took the knight, and I'm in there, and I'm all of a sudden that just was it, and I lost everything.
So when that happens, because it's, you know, for our listeners, that's not the first time this has ever happened to you. Why does it happen? Like, what do you think is causing it?
I have absolutely no idea. When I do, I'll fix it.
Okay. All right. All right. That sounds like a plan. So while we're talking about fixing things, like we're all, you know, aspiring, hit it, doctor.
DCP, decent chess players.
That's right. We're aspiring to the Intercontinental Belt.
That's right. It's out there. We want it, and we're going to go for it.
That's right. We're right. That's right. And so what's holding you back, Emery? What do you think? Like if you had like a magic wish and you could wish for two or three things that would make the biggest impact on your game, what would they be?
To be able to see the full board,
Okay.
and that, or the grip as they call it.
Okay. So that's
So I
one.
don't, so I don't just get fascinated with one part and forget that there's some this queen over there or that bishop over there that's going to come in and wreck my moves.
Okay. All right. So
Um,
so we're working on that with the class. So
yeah,
what's another thing?
the ability to see what do they call it? What the puzzles,
Tactics?
yeah, the tactics. To
Mhm.
be able to see them,
To
I
see
have
them
trouble
or to see them faster because there's a difference.
to see them. Period.
Okay.
Right now, I'm doing that first chess book thing again,
Hmm.
and I'm on interference, and I'm just having a really tough time getting through it
So, so
without,
question
I mean,
question
after a
about
half
that.
an hour going back to the end of the book to get a starting point.
No, that's okay. So when you're doing everyone's first chess workbook by Giannatis, hopefully future podcast guest, um, you're doing it a second time now, or is this the third time? I can't remember.
I'm going through the second time. I get the
Okay.
first part of the book up to a certain tactic goes very quickly for me.
Okay. So is it better the second time through?
I It took me maybe not quite as long to get through, let's say, the X-ray, which is what I just finished,
Hmm.
but I'm finding them. It's just taking me longer. But
Okay.
I do find them now instead of needing to go get help.
Okay. So the second time through, you're getting more, both you're finding more and you're doing it a little faster. So that's good.
Yes,
So that's good.
it's yeah, when I can get it. Like right now, the chapter I'm on now it's hitting my head against the bloody rock.
So, okay. So doctor, I don't know if you'll agree, but why don't you skip that section and we'll do it together, either two of us or three of us, and we'll work through it and maybe it'll click and then you won't feel like you're beating your head against the wall. Just mark down, problem 386 to 403 and come back to it and see how you do for the rest of the book.
Like we did yesterday when I said, I don't see why I can't do it this problem this way. And
Yes.
you just threw it in Stockfish and said, there's your answer.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Let
I
me
mean, I didn't realize that you were solving a puzzle that was a mate in one, or else I would have looked at it more. I thought you were saying, why doesn't this work? And I'm like, I was tired. And so that was the fast way. Sorry, doctor, I interrupted.
no. I, I want to ask, and I don't know if this is too much nuance or not, but when you say I want to be able to see the tactics, one, are you talking about your tactics or your opponent's tactics
Either tactics on the board,
on the board?
white or
It's
black, but just because their tactics is going to be causing me a lot of headaches. So I'd like to see where they're coming from and what they're doing so I can stop it.
right. Okay.
Me, what can I do to make their life miserable as I do yours sometimes?
Well, I guess the question I have is, um, I wonder if it's easier, and I'm just asking in general, not necessarily about your tactics, but I'm wondering if we saw it more as creating a tactic or tactics. Like sometimes whatever happens, it's happening on the board, and all of a sudden, oh, I see this fork, right?
Mhm.
And you go for the fork, but you didn't know that you created the fork, and you didn't try to create the fork, but there it is, whether it was at your moves or your opponent's response to your moves. And I'm curious sometimes if the better we get, we should be working harder to create the forks. And if we were creating those, whatever it is, a pin, whatever, if we could see it in our plan, then we'll see it when it happens before they see it, because we know, okay, I'm going to try to create this fork. I can calculate in 4 moves if my opponent does these things, which very well they might very well not do it. So anyways, that's what when I'm listening to you, I'm wondering if we're more acting more like a blind squirrel who'll find a nut even a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. But if we worked our games to where we're trying to create those things that we see, like in Giannatos's book, because even in Giannatos's book, you see they're already there, right? We didn't see
And
what was
Otis's book. Which book is this?
Everyone's first textbook.
everyone's
Thank
first
you.
chess book. Um,
Thank you.
we just see that we see the position there, and we have to find it, right? But we don't see how he got to that position, and I think that, and I don't know what you do about that. But anyways, I just was curious.
Well, yesterday on my first game, what really made me happy is I saw some things like tactics that I could try to pull that he had a counter and he countered them. But I did make some threats through tactics, and I felt really good about that I was able to put that together.
Yep.
So
Now,
Good.
if I
there's
could
Good.
only keep it that way and not forget about it.
I hear you. I hear you.
if we could solve everything and just never have to worry about it again, everybody'd be a whole lot better at this game. So one thing let's go over tactics because we've talked about this a few times, you and I and Doctor and the three of us. Do you want to recognize the pattern or do you want to be able to calculate to find the pattern? Like, do you want a method to go looking for the pattern or both?
I'd like both, but the method of how to set it up would be very good too. That would be good.
How to set it up or how to find it? Because those are two different questions.
I think that's what I was
As
asking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I first of all, I have to be able to find it, and I when I say find it, I'm looking at my opponent's side of the board and trying to see if he has attacked it. When it comes to setting it up, it's from my side of the board, and how can I get there like I did yesterday?
Okay.
So does that make sense to me? It's both. It's not an either or.
No, no, no. And remember, as we both know, I'm a dress is blue kind of guy. So
No, once you said purple.
no, never said purple. Ever, ever, never.
When I asked you the color of an Afghan I made you, you
That
said it
wasn't
was
that's not a
purple.
dress. That's not a dress though. Dress is blue.
Yes, I got a closet full of blue dresses.
Exactly. So when you say you want to see it from his side of the board, do you mean physically his side of the board? Because you can have a tactic that's on your side. That's
Okay. From his perspective,
okay. Okay. All right. So that's where I was going to follow up. So I think this is a subset of the problem that the doctor and I talked about. I'm not sure if it was on the podcast or not. We talked so much and we covered almost all of it. This is that checks, captures, and threats thing.
mhm,
So I think that's part of your problem is that you're not looking for all of them. I mean, like you may see some of them, but not all of them. Like a couple
okay.
times we've gone over games and I'm like, did you see this? Did you think about this? And I'm not saying they're good moves. I'm just making sure you saw all the opportunities. And sometimes your answer is not.
true. And I'm being honest when I say no.
Oh, I'm not criticizing you. I'm just saying that that could be part of the problem is either not looking for or not trying to find all the options because you know as well as you probably know better than me how the pieces move and what the options are. So if a knight can go to 8 spots, did you check all 8 spots? If a rook can go to 9 squares, did you check all 9 squares? You know, so
The
perhaps that might be part of it.
another part I have from myself, and this was if we go back to the one of the last games Jesse did with me, with my one of my games. He said, "You could have taken that piece."
Hmm.
And I looked at it and I said, "But that piece is being guarded by there." Not realizing that if I did take that piece, the queen wasn't going to come back and capture it. It was guarded, but it wasn't a good guard. All I
Yeah.
knew is that I shouldn't take that piece because it was guarded. I have to
Right.
go beyond, I have to learn to push myself beyond that.
So
And that happened a few times in my games. It's not just that on off there.
yeah, I think there's two things that I've seen that you do is and one of them I do as well. Actually, both of them I do as well. Um, you don't necessarily calculate that extra step,
Mhm.
like in Dan Heisman refers to it as calculate to quiescence when the board stabilizes. Like if it's a take, 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 you got to go one more step just to make sure and do all
Yeah,
the combinations. And then the other thing that I think you miss, and sometimes I miss, and it's pretty common to miss, and I've seen Doctor do it too, is sometimes one of the guarded pieces is pinned, so it's not really a guarded piece.
yeah.
So you got to take that into account too, because it's not just, hey, pawns are defending because it's a diagonal and it's defended by the pawn, but the pawn's pinned, so it's
Mhm.
not really there. So maybe those might be something to look for.
The other part that's bad for me, I don't know if I know you guys saw it, but you've been very kind in not beating me over the head with it, is I'll try to set up something and I'll say, that piece can't be taken because of I have a rook, a queen guarding it. And they take it anyway. And then I go, I don't want to take that because then I'll lose this.
Yep.
And
Yep.
all I said at the beginning was, no, I can put that piece there because I have a guard on it.
Yeah, that's another example of the quiescence principle because you didn't take it. You're like, oh, it's protected. They won't take it, but you didn't take it. If they do take it, do I
Yeah.
want to recapture? Is with what I'm recapturing with? Like if you've got a rook and it's defended by a queen, and they take it, and now you're putting your queen out there, they can take the queen, and you're like,
Mhm.
but they're taking it with a pawn, so I'm losing a rook and a queen, and they're losing a pawn and a knight, or whatever. It,
Yeah.
yeah, I
That's,
don't want to do that. That's not a good trade for you.
yeah.
So.
Well, as I said, you guys haven't hit me over the head when I pull some of those off.
That's okay. We like winning. It's okay. You can keep messing up against us. It's we want you to beat the other people. We want you to crush the other people. You can still lose to us. No problem whatsoever. We have
We're,
no
But
we're,
limit.
you
we're
know what I say when I play. I
Uh,
will always play the best game I have at that time.
until I resigned way too early. Anyway,
I did not resign way too early. I resigned at the best time.
what was the second rule I said when we first met?
Don't ever resign.
There you go. So if you resigned, it's too early. Anyway, you're under 1500. There's no resigning. The other person can screw things up. The other person can stalemate you. You can learn how to do your end game. You can learn and see if they're good at end game. So the next time you play them, whether you want to fear them in the end game or you want to get to the end game because they're terrible at it, you can learn all these things and more. So that's why I say never resign. Like if you're playing Jesse Cry and you're down a queen, yeah, okay, I'm going to resign because I'm pretty sure he knows his end game.
Or if I'm, yeah, right there, Pop Pop. Or if I'm playing Pop Pop and all of a sudden I realize I'm down a queen, I'm going to resign.
Why? Have you seen his end game?
yeah. Have
Man,
you seen my end game? Terrible.
it's actually
Have you
getting
seen me
better.
play without a queen?
That's okay.
Terrible.
That's
No.
okay.
Well, yeah, I hear you.
No, because you resigned.
You resign. Yeah.
You brought that on yourself. So I think you've got, and one of the reasons we wanted to have you on, you've got some typical things that I'm not saying they're easy to fix, And I'm not saying they're like a light switch and we just wave our magic wand and boom, they're gone. And then your rating will double or triple or go up 200 elo or whatever. But these little flaws that we all have, some of us more than others, some of us get a little more upset about it. I think we've had a couple of podcasts where I dwelled on them, but I'm feeling better now. But these little things are stepping stones that we need to get to the goal of.
DCP, decent chess player,
That's right.
intercontinental champion.
That's right. So don't feel bad about them. And the other thing, last thing before we sign off, because we wanted this to respect your time and everything. Um, you are a roller coaster, my dear.
Tell me
You
about it.
you're like, oh, I'm getting better. I feel like I'm getting better. Oh, I'm getting better. Oh my God, I'm not getting better good enough. I'm not getting better fast enough. Oh, I don't know. What am I going to do? I'm terrible. Blah, 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 blah.
You weren't there in the beginning of our class today. Did I
Intro-
not say, Dr. Pop-Up, I'm getting better, but I'm a sloth?
Yeah,
Yes.
but next 2 weeks from now, I'm going to get a call while I'm on my cross country trip. Bill, I don't know. I think I'm just going to give up. I'm going to drop the dojo. I'm going to get out of this because no matter what I do,
No, no.
so you
My
got,
sensei says I'm doing okay.
yes.
So that's all I needed.
But then negative ladybug comes in and goes, oh, but my spots aren't the right size. Oh, but I'm red, but it's not a really nice shade of red, or my red could be a little shinier. And you, it's part of the process. You can't control your elo. Just enjoy learning. Enjoy getting better. Enjoy learning more about the game. Enjoy being made fun of by Dr. Pop-Pop. These are the things
Not
that
you.
oh, I mean, yeah, I just didn't want to brag
Oh,
about it.
I've jumped in here. I
I've
No
need
never,
you to
way.
help me, save me here.
I've never
No
picked
way.
on anybody. It's never
Yeah,
happened.
he'll start picking on me, and I like it. I like the status quo right now.
Doctor's like, yeah, you go get her, man. You show her anyway. Um, just stay positive. You can control the amount of work you do. You can control the amount of effort you put in. You can control your focus when you're studying or when you're practicing your end game techniques or playing a game or whatever. You control that, and the elo becomes the elo. And don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
I'm at a point, and I think I came to it when I was talking today at the beginning of class, when
You
I
talking?
said yeah, with Jesse, not you. I finally got my sensei's ear. And I said to him, the reason I got back into chess is I like the game. I love to play it. And that's going to have to be my bottom line.
It is.
Everything else is fall where it may. That's where you met me when I said I was just going to the club and having fun.
No, you said I'm not good enough to play
Tournament.
tournament chess. And I said, yes, you are. Everybody is. Come on in. The water's just fine.
See,
That's right.
Pop, it's all his fault.
Mhm.
Always. He's used to it. He's seen it before. So, Anne Marie, we wanted to thank you for coming on. We wanted to say thank you for playing with us. Thank you for keeping it light and entertaining. And we do wish you well in your chess travels, and we can't wait to see where you end up.
Well, you
Oh yeah.
will.
Oh yeah. One more thing. Welcome to the dojo.
I can hear that from you a lot of times with the way our games have gone. But thank you. I will take that.
All right. So you do have a new responsibility in your life, right?
What's that?
Every guest who comes on is an honorary producer for the podcast.
Oh, really?
That's right. So you have the responsibility, the duty, the privilege of finding us guests or topics and pumping the podcast because we want to get our numbers. We want to take over. We want to dominate. We want to be decent podcast guest hosts.
That's right.
The
And what?
Intercontinental.
Where can Ladybug send us that information about potential guests? Uh,
Late2Chess with the two being a numeral.
That's right. At gmail.com. All right. Thank you,
I'm
miss.
going to do something this month that I haven't done before.
Gonna make an
I
Afghan?
belong, now I belong to Leader. It's a senior center. And once a month on Fridays, they have board games. You can bring your own board game or
Nice.
use theirs. I'm going to set up a chess set and see if I could find anybody else who would want to play.
That sounds
That's a
awesome.
great, that's a great idea. Awesome.
And if they tell me about being too old and all that, at my age of 75, I'm going to tell them if I can try it, you can try it. And here's a podcast you can listen to that talks about it.
There it is. Pimp that podcast. We should get shirts.
I've
Pimp that podcast. Anybody keeping
I've,
track of these shirt ideas we have? I've got a store. We should probably do this. Pimp that podcast.
well, I've been
Podcast.
pimping. You've heard me pimping.
I know. I know. I never thought I'd have such a lovely lady, so calm, so cool, so reserved.
Yeah, you got Vicky.
Pimping a podcast.
Let's go.
You have Vicky. What more do you need?
I don't need that. I'm just saying, I didn't expect you to be the podcast pimper that you are, but we are more than happy to see it.
And I
So
had promised you a long time ago I'd come on your podcast. So
that
now
is
I
true.
have lived up to my word.
That is true.
Thank
And
you.
and we're happy to have had you. Thank you, Emery.
You're welcome, guys.
All right. Good night.
Good night.